got us a 2024 2.5 ton. Oh, be helpful if I had the right size on there. Just gonna check out the components, make sure everything's fairly okay, and then she's gonna get a good cleaning. But I'll be honest, by the looks of it, I'm probably not even gonna use cleaner. I'm just gonna use water. I got the unit off at the thermostat inside. I actually really like the thermostat that's on the wall. I'll show you guys what brand it is. I think it's like a Robershot or something, but it's a cool little touchscreen one. I haven't seen one of those before, so definitely caught my eye. But the unit's not calling. I can work this off, Jesus. Nothing there, nothing to ground, nothing to ground. I'll mount the contactor. 13.9, she's good. Go ahead and put the wires back. Ridiculous. Common the fan 5.1, common to Herm 35.5, all for a 35.5. We're good to go here. Lucky Pack Out tumbler. But before I go ahead and go inside and start working on the furnace, just checking up on a couple components in there, I want to share with you guys a specific product I was given to by a company called Liteband. If you guys have watched the channel for a while, you guys know I'm real big on flashlights. You know, the magnetic mountable lights you can, you know, keep in your bag for just quick storage, for dealing in tight spaces with no light. But I will definitely say I used this today in an attic, and kind of mad I didn't pull the camera out for that one, but this headband is replacing the Milwaukee headband I have in the truck right now, and this thing is bright as heck. So for the remainder of being inside this house working on this unit, I'm gonna work with this on and show you guys the different kind of light setups that are equipped in here. This thing is bright. It's ridiculous. So go inside, check the I'm pretty sure it's a ECM. It's got an ECM for the blower. I don't think it's a PSC. Double check the flame sensor and just make sure airflow is good. Also, I know you guys saw the terrible filter that was in there already. Got a new one, so we're going to replace that as well. And pretty much is going to do it for this one, for this little preventative maintenance. Well, let's go ahead and go inside. All right, so you guys know one of my biggest things with recording with the GoPro is it's not that very, at least for me, I don't know if it's the settings or whatever, but this thing is not that good in low light situations. So before I even start taking the panels off, there's no like hallway lighter on or anything, so it's just normal ambient lighting. I mean, yeah, the little rooms are on, but that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and cut this on. This is the just regular band. Actually, yeah, you guys can see it from the little reflection right there. This is just the lowest setting. I'm going to press it again. It's even lower. I'm over here playing with the thing. I don't even know what I'm talking about. My bad. This is the highest setting that it is when you have the floodlight and the beam going at the exact same time. And I mean, y'all been telling me to get a headlamp to record with the GoPro. This is definitely the way to go now. That Milwaukee one was just a little bit, the Milwaukee one I had at least was just a little bit too bulky. This one fits very comfortably. The band on here is just really soft, really cushiony. There's even, where's the other setting on this? That's just the flood. There's even this weird Cyclops X-Men red mode. I don't know what you would use this for. Somebody leave it in the comments. Why would you even need a red beam on? And then there's a strobe. But for right now, what I think is probably the best, we're just gonna leave it at here. If it dies, it dies. But yeah, I'm liking this band, this light band. This is sweet. This closet is very tight knit, and it was a 2.5 ton outside on the condenser. I believe I might have to recheck it. But this evap coil says it's a 3 ton RCFZ 3717 up there, and it's a 2023 manufacturing date. The furnace inside is a 2024, but man, pretty clean in here still. Pretty darn clean in here still. I'm also gonna flush this drain line down. I don't know if I said that on camera yet, but they've got, yeah, come on, magnet. They got the PVC just coming straight out of here, and I can't remember what this tubing is, but it's definitely not PVC. That's all I can say. And it literally just runs straight outside. I'll show you guys that real quick. Comes right outside. It terminates to right here. I don't see any other penetration except for the spigot right there. So I'm just automatically assuming that's it. And it kind of lines up with the wall and everything, because there's a bedroom right here on the left side of the closet where the furnace is. So let's get to cleaning that flame sensor. The Lord said, "Let there be light." Drop it down in the comments. What furnaces, single stage or two stage, do you guys like to work on the best? Like I thought, the ECM's right there. Doesn't seem too far off from their other typical boards. Everything in here looks still fairly clean. I don't like how this opening isn't. I wonder if I can take this off, see if I can show you guys. I've had a couple instances in the past year finding fairly new installs where, you know, the bottom of the furnace is cut out for a specific opening, but like the opening that's actually in here is significantly smaller. That's probably affecting airflow. I don't know how much. I mean, I might go ahead and take a measuring tape to this and just notify them of that. You know, because I'm assuming the manufacturers are designing the system to have this entire opening all the way, you know, pulling air. Shortening that is just, even to the little degree that it is on all sides, even to the back there, if you guys can see, you know, you're choking the system down even a small bit, and that can probably create some issues. I just don't know how severe. So definitely gonna make note of that. Flame sensor off. I'm just gonna take the little Trade Fox, Supco makes one as well, but it's just a little flame sensor cleaner. There's some teeth bristles in here that just go ahead and clean up the end of the flame sensor. Fairly easy to use. I think I've only ever had to take a flame sensor through this twice and got it to work. I know some people are going to live and die by the dollar bill. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to say there's something wrong with sandpaper, but I will say I've heard sandpaper can, you know, drastically mess them up. So it looked fine to begin with, but I'm just doing this just to be safe. Just wanted to show you guys real quick, before I truly started like flushing the drain line with water, I noticed, I stood back from the unit and kind of just looked at this weird fitting right here. I mean, it's an elbow obviously, but like it's kind of at a weird tilt and degree of angle. So I just put the level up there just to see if it was pitched correctly. It's kind of back pitched towards the coil, so it wouldn't drain properly if I just left it like this. So what I'm going to need to do is get some hole strap, screw here and on this corner right here, and just try to pull this down. So we got a good bit of little fall there. Glad I caught that. This would have been a callback for the summer for sure, or just the next hot day for sure. Oh yeah. Started over here, now we're over there. Sweet. I know it says tri-power, but there's no tri-power in this. It's just water with a little bit of the Refrigeration Technologies drain pan stuff, just to help treat the line. I'm on bottle like number 4 now, so as soon as I'm done pouring this, we're gonna walk outside and just look at all the stuff it's pushed out. Turn off this light again. Yep, and just like I thought, it is steady little stream from there. Doesn't look like it pushed out any chunks, but we do have like a steady stream of water, so we're good there. Look, this almost looks like a little tactical headband, the way I got the little wire poking around it. What I'm gonna do now is button everything back up and put my temp probe for the supply. I think I'm gonna go about 2 feet up off this plenum because I can kind of reach up there. And then I'm going to put my return probe just in the return. And I'm going to run it in heat mode, let it warm up the house. It's only like 61 in here. And according to my watch, it's in the 70s outside. So I'm going to try to get it at least to about 70 on the stat. And then I'm going to run it in cool mode. And haven't done it in a while, so I'm going to throw this thing through Measure Quick and see if it pops up any airflow issues, anything of that nature. So as y'all can see, this is what the Delta T is looking like. And that I have my field piece probe behind the filter inside the actual return area, just to see if there's much of a difference. That says it's pulling in 73 right here, but the bulb inside is reading 67 inside that actual space. So what is that, like about a, what did I say there, 70 what? 72 to 66, about a 6-degree difference. And then the temp rise that it's allowed for is anywhere from 25 to 55 degrees. So judging by the field piece app, we're a little bit over, which I'm wondering if it's due to, in part, I haven't taken off that panel yet to measure the difference in it, but it's probably due to that cutout under the furnace. You know, it's not able to pull in as much airflow as what's probably designed to pull in. I mean, again, 72 degrees there at the farthest vent in the house. 72 to 120. That temperature split is about 50 degrees. If I did my math right. Yeah, because 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 5, 12. Wait, no. God, no. Yeah, because then 7 plus 6 is 13. Yeah, God, math is hard. That sucks. I don't know why you wouldn't cut out the hole bigger. See what the thermostat's here. So that's even weirder. You know, 65 degrees right here. You know what? I wonder if that bulb is pulling in heat. If the return's pulling heat right here. So let me close this panel real quick. Close this panel. And then I'm going to close the closet door. See if this starts going down. It might take a minute. But, yeah, you know, this thermostat's reading 65 degrees. So my temp probe inside the return is actually reading more accurately to the space than the probe right there at the grill. Weird. All right, y'all. So the system has been running long enough for the fault indicator just went away, but it's been running long enough so that it can give a fault code, or you know, an idea of what might be wrong with the system. But this is the pressures we're working with right now. Inputted the, you know, we're working with the TXV. I saw the bulb on the outside of the suction, on the outside of the coil. 450 CFM per ton for the area. These are the subcooling and superheat measurements right now. There's really no load outside. Like, it's not really that hot outside. It's not really that hot inside. So, you know, given the outdoor and indoor measurements, this is what Measure Quick would want me to be at. But I feel like I'm outside of the range. But I mean, we're getting a pretty okay temp split for me personally. I mean, given that there is no real load on the house right now, I feel like 16.8 degrees isn't that bad. But let's take a look at the faults. So yeah, low load on the evaporator. Sensible capacity is below 90%. Potential return air duct leak or energized heat strip. Now I will admit, I did just switch the thermostat straight from heat to cool So I didn't really, you know, let the heat exchanger take any time to really cool off by the fan by itself. I just started the system up because I've been here for so long. I'm ready to go. But saying it might be undercharged with refrigerant, I would like to preferably wait for a hotter day to, you know, be okay with that as the fault code. Holy crap, that's, whoa. Real time, that just dropped a bunch and then it went away. Okay, cool. I just gotta wait again, I guess. Let's go back out, see if anything truly changed. I think the high side is getting closer to where it wants to be up there. We're still staying at the same split. Oh, that superheat dropped. That's no bueno. Now, I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that it, as well as it not being, you know, there's no real load on the house. I'm working with a 2.5 ton condenser and a 3 ton evap coil with a TXV. So honestly, my boss would tell me, you know, let's just leave it and see what goes on in the summertime because of the temp split. So that's what I'm going to do. But you guys let me know in the comments how you feel you would go further about diagnosing this potential issue. I'm still going to take the blower motor panel off and measure this back panel and see just how low we are on oh snap, let me screenshot Delta T's real quick for the invoice. All right, so to the back of where I can see the cutout is, good Lord, that is about a, maybe a 18 inch. Let's see if I can get over here for you guys to see. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, Austin, put the measuring tape to the piece of wood. Where do you guys think the wood lines up? Like about, like about 19, somewhere between 19 and 20 inches that way. And then we're maybe looking at just a foot that way. Whereas the whole unit is, the whole underside of the furnace is sized out to be for the cutout. Oh my God. About 24. You know, because I'm taking it to that bar right there. That line, about 24 by so minus the 1 inch on that side and the 1 inch on this side. So about 15, 20 by 15. Sound about right to y'all? Sound good enough? So we're definitely choked out a good bit, but I don't know if that's necessarily enough to truly, I mean, probably cause, again, like I said earlier, probably cause a issue, but not maybe a major issue. I'd probably have to do a static pressure test to see just how much of a strain it's putting on that motor. But for now, you know, I'm gonna just let all that be known in the invoice and let them make up their mind if they want us to try to figure out that issue, or if they just want to play it by ear, and if they want to wait till summertime to see if they've got an issue. It's been here for, I don't know how long. I'd have to call Ream to see when it was bought. I don't know how long that furnace has been installed that way. I don't know if the tenant that was living in this house before, you know, they emptied it out, you know, if they had any issues with it while it was running. But in this kind of situation, at least where I'm working right now, we're just going to let it run. We're not seeing any major signs that something's wrong. So we're just going to let it run and see what happens come summertime. If we get a call saying that the tenants are being uncomfortable, I might have to break out, especially if I come here and the unit is actually running, but that they're just saying they're staying uncomfortable or it's never reaching temperature or something like that, or like, you know, humidity is pretty high in the house, something along those lines where everything seems like it's running fine. Then I'll break out the static pressure probe, the manometer and everything, and start going deeper into that, because I'll already have an understanding that, hey, when I was here last time, everything seemed fine. Some things were off, but it's just not hot enough outside, not hot enough inside for me to truly tell what may or may not be wrong with the unit. So I'm just gonna have to just play it by ear for right now. If I called up my boss, he'd tell me to do the exact same thing. So, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think something's wrong? Do you guys think it is just, you know, it's not hot enough to truly tell? Let me know down in the comments. Also, I will be leaving a link to the light in the description. Last time I checked, there's 3 different Lumens outputs that they have. These guys were nice enough to send me the brightest one, which is 2500. There's 2500, 1500, and 1000, but I think I saw 500 on their website when I went there. If so, I'll throw up a screenshot just to prove it. But I will definitely say, when this came in, I was at the shop. My boss opened up the package. He turned it on, saw how bright it was. He was like, dude, I'm buying one of those right now. Literally, Amazon primed it, got it the next day. I haven't asked him I don't know if he's ran any calls where he's had to use it, but I will say, for the price, I think it was like $100 when he got it. For that price point, I think the highest output Lumen headlamp that I got from Home Depot, that's Milwaukee, was only 1,000 lumens, or like 1,100. I can't. It's this big old bulky one right here, and it's not necessarily bulky to where it hurts, but like, I don't like the band in the back. This also has like the little red light thing on the back. Don't know why. Maybe that's for like commercial reasons, which would make sense because I don't do commercial anymore, or, you know, I wouldn't know why it would be necessary. This one is regular micro USB rechargeable for the Milwaukee. I don't know if they have a new model that's USB-C, but the light band one that I was wearing today, that one is USB-C rechargeable. And the guys were nice enough to send me an extra battery pack, which I have the second one charging right now. So like, this little cord would plug into the power piece, the power button area on the light band, and then there's like 3,400 something milliamp hours. I don't know. I just know I haven't had to charge it since I got it. I want to say Friday or Saturday. I got it. Haven't had to charge it, and I've used it today. I used it yesterday in a crawl space looking for some ductwork stuff. So I haven't really put the battery through its paces, but I haven't had to charge it either. So with all that being said, guys, that's going to do it for today's maintenance video. If you liked what I did, or you have anything to comment, go ahead, leave it down there below. I try to get back and respond to everybody as quickly as possible as I can. So with that being said, I'm going to head on to the shop, clean out the back of this disgusting truck right now, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.